Hello and welcome back to the Geek Initiative, episode 24, part 3. We left off with Lanaran working out the pronunciation of his rune circle now that he knows where he's starting and where he's finishing. And therefore what all the runes mean.
And he's learning the melody.
And he's learning the melody.
For the incantation.
Would you like to attempt the melody guide once again with a performance roll?
This time.
Please, yours.
This time I roll a bit for 3 would be nice. Okay, it's more than a 3.
It's 4.
17. 17 this time. A modest 17.
That's sizable.
Yeah.
So you guide him through melody. You're playing this kind of it's kind of disjointed because it's not really a song, but it's mimicking the cadence that he needs to follow.
I'm taking it nice and rubato.
And he's kind of Lawson out here, a muser.
Music nerds.
Did you say vibrato?
Rubato.
Oh.
Means to me, I think it's at your place. It's when you take like the standard bar structure and you allow yourself move with it.
That sounds an awful lot like fuck it.
It sounds to me like blah 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 blah.
It's okay, Adrian. There's not a musical bone in your body.
No. That's why I slit throats for a living. Excuse me.
No,
Harry in the booth.
That was Harry's contribution to the conversation.
It was very melodic.
It was. He's a muso.
So, yes, he starts saying it in the cadence, and you can see as he's saying it for the first time, the runes as he's saying them, starting from the start point, are beginning to light up, spreading around the circle as he's going.
You're doing it, mate. You can do it.
As the bardic inspiration does.
Yeah.
The D8.
D8. Yeah, D8. Yeah, you can use it on damage and healing if you want.
He will not. Yeah. As he's saying it, realizes that he's stood in the center of the circle and keeps saying it and like steadily kind of moves himself out of the circle. As he finishes saying it, all of the runes are lit, and a mote of light appears in the very centre. Begins to grow.
Oh god, we're not having another elf, are we?
And grow and grow. Until it is a large portal. And he kind of looks at it for a second, like blinking, like I did it?
Huzzah!
You did!
Jolly good show.
He doesn't believe.
It's not the milk getting into you, lad.
Tavrian. Off you go.
What?
Does it look like the portal I went through to come here?
It does a little bit, yeah.
No, never.
Wouldn't mind seeing that. Been a while. I could use some more funds.
Some platinum.
Yeah, some platinum.
As Sam kind of steps close to it, seems to be looking at it.
I thought you were going to say sniff it.
No. Yeah, just.
Oh, that's definitely a material plane.
Yeah, he's peering at
It
it.
smells like sulphur.
He narrows his eyes. They opens them and then kind of opens them again more casually, and yeah, be good. Only one way to test it.
Go on, Tav.
Hold on.
You're used to this stuff.
after a little bit of a moment's delay where he's kind of stood around waiting. An imp.
You!
Not the same one. That was a quasi, not an imp.
Okay.
And he kind of looks at
Say
you and
you.
goes, hello? What do you want?
Can I shoot it?
Well, this is new. Hello. I'm Sam. Step through the portal, please. Bloody something's wrong to get here and I've got to go through the portal.
Kick him.
Does the imp not know who Sam is?
He's, in this time period, he is a low-order demon. He is
Okay.
very unimportant.
He's a nothing. With an extra cap.
Indeed. As the imp is kind of approaching the portal, he's like, send me for a portal, just if there be something. And Sam goes, go on, and kicks him. Get him. Goes through. Oh, you little bastard! Voice fades into nothing.
I can fly.
Oh. Come back.
Comes back with a note attached to his forehead. Please stop sending imps through my portal. It's not very nice.
That's very rude, actually.
A note attached to an imp skull.
Piss off. Spelled P-I-Z.
Piss off.
Piss off. Very loose grasp on the
It might be
spelling in the
oof.
astral plane. AWF instead. Oof.
Ew.
And after a few moments he goes, oh wait. Shorter delay this time. Imp reappears. He seems to be covered in what look like sunburns. Has just been sent to the astral plane after all. It's not really meant to be there.
Oops.
And he looks at it and goes, astral plane? You send me through there, fucking fool. What are you doing that for? It's fucking rude. Why are you doing that? Kick me and all.
I'm looking at, aiming at him, looking at Sam, waiting for the go-ahead.
He kind of goes, was there anything threatening on the other side? He looks at Sam and goes, wouldn't you like to know? Yeah. Oof. Well, I suppose that is
That's two things today, I feel better.
as good a guess as we're going to get. I feel like I probably shouldn't step through there. It would probably end poorly.
It could do with a native.
It could do with a well-manned expedition. Well able to return, with a native as a guide, and enough provisions to theoretically have an away team there. Establish some form of base of operations so that we can establish trade.
So do we know any where exactly did that poor creature end up? Like, do we have a coordinate or
The astral plane somewhere.
well? It could be
So,
anywhere.
yeah.
That could be on the skull of a dead god. It could be in a monastery of Githyank. All manner of creatures. It could be in the mouth of a dreadnought. It could be anywhere.
All I can hear is the
Anyway.
clacking of a bird.
I'd say, Lanaran kind of looks at you and kind of goes, but the coordinates for where my father had last gone was
Which was
find the king.
the king. The king of whom?
King of Denton.
King of here that should be, not the king of.
Oh, I thought you meant he was trying to find the king of there.
No, the king of here.
The king of here.
Denton.
Yes.
And he was left in that place. I don't know its name. I can't don't know how to say it.
Astral.
Civilized or
It's on the astral plane, but it's a place. It's
civilized? Yes. Okay, that's a good start.
For trade. That's why he was there.
Yes, but what kind of trade? It's good
Food.
Food.
You asked Jiminy's question. Why are you scared to go back home?
Look, I'm not scared to go back. The astral plane is vast, is what I'm trying to say. Without knowing what's on the other side, it could be very dangerous. Even if it is civilized, this civilization may not be a civilization that we want to associate.
All I can hear is I'm scared, I'm very, very scared.
Yes, you'd be rather scared as well.
You're a bloody cow.
Have you ever seen the mouth of an astral dreadnought? Have you?
What the hell is an astral dreadnought?
I wouldn't want you to find out.
At this point, Sam goes, "Oh, for God's sake!" Kind of looks around, and there's just no one other than you three.
I'm just going to lift up the bow a little bit and just look over at Sam.
I just don't want to walk through and be drawn and quartered by Gith or taken hostage by Miyogi or.
Well, if you had
worse.
if you knew how to handle a weapon properly, we'd be all right.
An idea.
Does it involve more imps? Because I don't think they were rather helpful.
Imps with death wish.
He was that imp was decidedly foul then.
An imp with dynamite.
And he
With one of Malcador's jars.
he kind of looks down at the floor. My dear. Yeah.
Are these things two-way?
Yes.
So if there was a creature that was scary and nasty on the other side, it's probably come through by now.
Not necessarily. They may be assessing it.
I'm going to look over your... I'm going to kind of position myself while I'm talking so that you are between me and the portal. And then I'm going to be like...
Roll a deception.
Oh no!
Roll a deception.
Am I rolling insight?
Yes.
Wonderful. That's so good.
I've rolled a 1.
Well, I rolled a 3, which makes it 7.
I get plus 0.
Clowns to the left of me. Jokers to the fucking right. Jesus Christ. Right.
Calling me a clown?
Yes.
Wow.
Sergeant.
You heard it here first.
So, the
Someone's sleeping on the street tonight.
I've got the key.
I was just about to say the same thing.
I've got the key.
She's got the deadbolt.
Only if I beat him home, and that's unlikely.
It's alright, we'll hold him up for you.
Yeah. So,
Look in the back room.
the I believe. Hold on. Kind of puts his finger to Alanaran's temple. Hold still,
I can
boy.
imagine Laraman's going...
Yeah, he's very concerned.
Tabrion continues listing off the various dangers of the astral plane.
They are
Could
many.
possibly be coming through to
At any
kill,
moment.
maim, and or psychically torture us.
Will you please shut up?
I'm just saying that
I don't care.
the
Just
dangers
shush.
are numerous.
He kind of
Don't make me use force.
right. Yes. Okay.
You got wind?
Takes his hand away. No, I've learned something from the boy.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of gemstone. Anyone? Some kind of gemstone?
Yeah, you've got one. Oh no, you haven't. You gave it to...
Oh, that's an awful shame. If only we'd known.
Ah, yes.
Whilst you're doing that, I'll stick my hand in.
Listens in there.
What's this thing?
That's my secret one.
He perhaps I can do it
Thrust.
Oh, this is going to hurt. I see.
Pain!
No gems, but I do have.
No, it must be a gem. I can do it without. Just be painful. But we can't have you going through that portal and dying on the other side. It would be most unfortunate for me as your employer.
I agree.
So, He appears to be focusing on where a gem would be had he got one.
How about
This is where my gem.
how about a silk handkerchief?
Above his hand, where he would be holding a flickering image of what looks like a city. It's a city under a field of stars.
Night time then.
It would be that would be your perception. If you could not also see beyond the city, where there was no land but more stars beneath.
A floating city.
That is one.
Sort of. And he's focusing, the image is flickering and is distorted at best. I think the other side will be safe. Oh,
Do I recognise the image?
it appears to be a. It appears to be a settlement.
Mm-hmm.
It's not exclusively a Gith settlement, but it was originally a Gith settlement.
No, wonderful. Yeah, at least it's
The architecture is Gith,
I wonder if there's a gift shop.
but giving you a grace period on that one.
Don't compound it.
You can see kind of that there are other people milling around that are not Gith. It seems like it's some kind of trade city.
I mean, at least the Gith are somewhat civilized. Do I see any dragons? Maybe they're the good ones. Maybe they're the nice ones.
So if the city looks to be Gith in origin, and yet it's now a trading thing, merchant city.
Because you don't necessarily, as a character, know what a Gith is.
No, I don't.
Can I have a history check from... You know.
I know what Gith is. I know what they are.
I know what that
I
is.
know what that one is.
11.
History.
Yes.
19.
With a 19, you're aware that the Gith are a race of creatures that are from the astral plane that are very, almost warlike in nature. They are almost... They're not barbaric, but they are very, very... Let's put it this way, they are almost... The term bred for strength resonates, because they are societally very, very physically focused.
Have a lot of chill.
Excellent.
That's all.
And
So they're not going to think a lot of me then, are they?
I don't think they think much of anyone, to be honest.
Is it like a city of victims?
and kind of looks around. Yeah, Sam kind of shakes his head, looking around, and then the image flickers and fades. He goes,
That looked like fun.
coughs, and a brief gout of like brimstone smell comes out. No.
Indigestion.
His can I have a perception check from all of you?
Natural 20.
It stinks.
Sorry. That was a repercussion, whatever it is. 6
Ricochet.
Plus perception for 10.
But you two don't see, but
See what?
exactly. With a natural 20, you are aware that as you're looking at him, his throat just on his neckline, on his armour, you can see that his skin is tinged red. Seems like he had to put a lot of effort into doing it. It's steadily receding again, but it seems like he had to focus very hard. So lost concentration on something else, perhaps. He kind of is flexing his hand. It's his hand that is flexing. And you, but no one else, see that his nails are black and pointed and he kind of, once he sees it, it's not a secret what he is.
Yeah.
But he is clearly not a fan of being deceived.
I'll just keep it to myself.
As the portal is still stable, and Sam kind of looks at
What
it.
would be the goal of us going?
Establishing trade, we need food. And if we can achieve it before the patrician, the optics are wonderful.
So I'm not sure the people would much enjoy the food over there. It's rather an acquired taste.
Does it sustain?
Food's food. When you're hungry enough, you'll eat anything.
Understood.
Brain?
Now, Sam, serious question here. Ian here can make this portal now. He's learnt it. Hopefully he'll be able to do it again. You helped him. You now know the rooms and stuff like that. Are you able to do it as well?
In theory, I could.
Right.
But
So
this specific nation, if I were to think of it this way, when you're connecting to the other end of this kind of portal, there's a check, there's a security measure.
like
To ensure
click on the traffic lights type thing.
Inside. 18.
So basically what he's saying is that he is,
Not allowed.
if he were to try, he would probably just burn. Because the astral plane is off limits to demons. Place they can go safely. That's why the imp looked fucking rough when it came back. Because
No, that's fine. What I'm
basically he can't go to that particular place.
What I'm getting at is if we take Ian with us so that we can get back, then you hold all the cards because you are the only one that knows how to do it.
Well, but their side of the
Left
portal
here.
is already active.
Yeah.
We're connected now. I assume, is this not a permanent connection?
Ilana goes, I know that one. The portal is only made permanent if I recast the spell every day for a year.
Do we want it to be permanent? There when we want to come.
If we've got plenty of food, then I suspect that yes, we do want it every day.
That's only if they agree to trade with us.
Yes, I don't suppose. I don't know what we have of use for them.
What have we got we can trade with them, Sam? Well, hang on. What does the patrician have? Trade with them?
That is a much better question.
Ask them.
Obviously, we will be going as representatives of the patrician from their perspective. From our perspective, obviously, we will not. We will be going there and trading away the patrician. Well, let's put it this way. Antelon was feared as a military power for some time for a reason. Royal Guard are quite formidable.
Gorgeous.
Sorry. Are we suggesting that
formidable.
we?
Sorry.
Are we suggesting that we train Githyanki under the patrician's guard?
Oh yeah, we could do that. I thought you meant that we're just going to go and threaten them.
I do not like it.
Why not?
I'd rather they not become stronger.
Why?
They're a blight on the plane. Absolute blight.
We love the spacism coming out again.
They're a blight. Raiding, pillaging, destroying.
You can bloody talk.
What's not to like?
I quite like civilization.
I suppose you'll go home one day and say the same thing about us.
Well, you guys aren't you're not so bad, at least the few of you. Better than Githyanki, that's for certain.
I bet there's some nice Githyanki out there.
I'm sure there are one or two.
And if you start to show them the ways of proper civilization and open arms and welcome as friends, then you could
I have
potentially
no
help
qualms with
them.
No qualms with that. I don't want to train them militarily. No qualms with civilizing them.
But if they're warlike as a race already,
Why?
then they must be inclined to
Why are
being
they
proficient
warlike?
anyway.
Sam kind of goes, you see, they were wronged by a race who established an empire across all of the astral plane at one point. Mind flayers. They are predisposed to his particular bastards.
Right, so we're
And-
talking about a bunch of oppressed people are now warlike because they had to become that to free
They're no
themselves.
longer oppressed. The mind flayers are long
Right.
gone.
And we want
So teaching them how to fight better would actually do one of two things. Either you're going to turn them into the most formidable enemy that any of us have ever seen and we're all screwed,
Quite.
or it's going to put them at ease for them to know they no longer have anything to fear.
They already have
In
nothing
which
to
case they
fear.
start to relax.
The mind flayers are long gone. They have settlements all over the astral
Ah.
plane.
I'm
Are
not
you
so
sure?
sure.
At this point,
Have you seen
Well, like
those
cotton
cat
on.
brains? I reckon they're
intellect
similar.
devourers showing up, mind flayers. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, has the penny dropped now?
At this point, the penny will drop
Yeah.
for him. He's like, oh,
Ah, you see, an intelligent man.
Well, I wouldn't say that. That's going a bit far. But I think we may just be
say it
pecking
isn't
through the
so.
racism here.
Please say it isn't so.
We've seen one already.
Oh.
So we don't think it's a bad idea to train
That
them
reminds me,
then.
Sam. Earlier on, I killed another one.
Ah,
So we saw 4, we've now killed 5.
I must be getting in.
Intellect development.
I suppose we
Cat
can.
brains, yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, Tavernon's sort of like bargaining in his head. He's like, can we justify further training the Githyanki to, in the knowledge that yes, they will try and fight against their old masters. However, what next?
Yeah, what comes after?
What comes after that?
I've got an idea.
It's kind of not up to us what comes after
Rather
that.
than just go there saying, you give us food, we teach you fight.
Yeah.
Why don't we say, we are in the business of procuring food, and the main thing we have is that on our side we have the people that can fight really well and could help to train you, as long as there's certain assurances and safeguards put in place. And then we'll leave that bit up to someone who's
Yes,
smarter
but
than us
for,
lot.
but for whose people? I'm sure that you will, with this plane being the one doing the trading, I'm sure that you will be protected if
Yeah.
you train them. I'm worried about my people.
How about thinking of it this way? If we start trading with them and they turn out to be arseholes, then before they're trained, the patrician's smart enough to know to take out their leader and take over.
There's no turnout, they're already asked.
Yeah, I'm getting the impression that everything from the astral plane is a bit like that.
A lot of things from the astral plane are like that.
It was the image
Yeah.
of Tavrion taking a swig
Yeah.
from like a water skin or something and saying into it. No turnout there.
However, 2 minutes ago, mind flares were all gone now.
Well, that was to my knowledge. I mean, I hadn't thought.
Insight check.
I hadn't thought.
We live and
8.
learn, Tavrion. We live and learn.
So, history check.
History check.
Specifically Tavrion.
Oh, that's low. 8.
To your knowledge, the mind flares were driven out of the astral plane into space beyond planes, the void.
They're driven out by the Githyanki.
Right.
Not strictly.
Not strictly, but
Are
by.
you, are you
by
now
things.
starting to understand what's beyond the edge?
I'd rather what's beyond
Driven
the
out
edge stay
into the
beyond
space
the edge.
between, like between these big floating cities,
Yes,
The void.
and they're pushing their way back in.
yes. Let's keep them away. That's fine.
Yeah. And how best to keep them away? So unite all the different bits, get them all back together, fix the big boom that Malcador caused. Well, sorry, the Quasit caused. Your Quasit.
Sam Colonism.
Future you. I won't blame you direct. Not you.
Look, I won't impede these plans. I just want it to be known. This unity that you seek, I'm not sure that
You
it
have
is possible.
concerns.
I have numerous concerns.
And how many of those have been since you came here? Because I get the impression you've had concerns all your life.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
many
Coward.
concerns.
At this point, really much further we can go without the full party. So, I'm gonna.
They're evil.
It's all right, because Ian needs to recreate this every single day.
He does,
So we'll come back in the morning.
Precisely.
Yes, I need a.
And then that way I can
Let's go and have an
Recover some hit
argument
points.
in the tavern, shall we?
Oh, fantastic.
tall drink.
We can play a game. A dice game. Roll a 6, punch the space elf.
No.
No.
Tavern is just.
So,
Could
Thank
be
you.
silver a go with a 1 rose.
thank you very much for everybody for coming. We're going to end
You're
slightly
welcome.
quickly, or slightly over. So.
Come back tomorrow.
Yes, come back tomorrow. We've got the second stream, session 1.
Name of campaign?
The creeping aberration.
The creeping aberration, indeed. So we shall see that tomorrow.
Let's have the trailer again, Mr. Harry Person.
Once
Once we're
we're
out.
out.
Yeah.
We can have the trailer once more before we're out, so we can all discuss after it's played.
We need a raid as
You just
well.
want to discuss.
Yeah.
He's got one. He's good, isn't he?
Has he got the raid set up?
He's got it set up.
If you like Harry,
Do we want to
make sure you tune in tomorrow. If you want
should
more
we
Harry.
trailer or not trailer?
Because Harry is going to be a
Should we trailer once we're out?
Let's trailer once we're out.
Let's say goodbye to them.
and then raid
Say
at the end of
goodbye.
it.
Trailer, then we'll break. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming. I've
Thank-
been Isaac the DM.
Yeah, I've been Dusk, but please accept our grateful thanks for sticking with us through our technical difficulties.
Very much so.
Yep.
And I am Magnus, being played by Adrian.
Yep.
See you tomorrow.
I'm Lawson playing Tavrion. Thanks for tuning
The
in.
racist space
The
elf.
racist space.
The Spacist Racer.
Hey, look, he's got his reasons.
Right.
Cause reasons.
Because
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Typical
Harry,
Friday
can we
excuse.
have a trailer, please?
Yes, we
See
can have
ya.
the trailer.
Thank you, Harry.